What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to EP09. So the 2023 Sheru Classic France just wrapped up, and taking home his 11th pro show win, Nathan DeAsha has been crowned the overall champion. And I gotta say, Nathan has been on an absolute warpath these last few weeks. He's consistently shown up with good conditioning, especially at the Sheru. I think he was rounder and fuller than we've seen from him so far this season, and this was an expected victory, but nonetheless, it was a well-deserved victory. So rounding out the rest of the top 5, we had Theo Laguerrier in second, Tim Budesheim took third place, Roman Fritz again finished behind both Tim and Theo at the show, taking home fourth place, and shockingly enough, Alfred Chiriac rounded out the top 5 in fifth place. So let's get into it here. The first call-out consisted of Alfred Chiriac, Tim Budesheim, Nathan DeAsha, Roman Fritz, Theo Laguerrier, and Leandro Perez. They did keep Nathan and Roman in the center, with Tim and Theo just outside of the two in the middle, and I think everyone in the first call-out really brought a good level of conditioning here. There was a final call-out for the top 4, which consisted of Nathan, Roman, Tim, and Theo, so this is the exact same as what we saw at the Europa Pro. Well, minus Regan Grimes, of course. And really, I think the comparison from the Europa to this show was very similar. Nathan did seem a bit fuller at the Sheru Classic, like I was saying, but I think he may have sacrificed just a little bit of conditioning to bring in a bit more size. Theo Laguerrier, on the other hand, I think did look improved in terms of conditioning, and I think it's tough for either Tim Budesheim or Roman Fritz to really get any more peeled than they were at the Europa. Their conditioning was really fantastic, and keep in mind, for Roman, this is his 5th show of the year. He's done the Empro Pro, the Big Man Weekend where he earned his Olympia qualification, the Flex Pro Weekend in Italy, the Europa Pro in Spain, and now the Sheru Classic in France. And he still has the Olympia to compete in. But after the Flex Weekend Pro, I said I would not count out Roman Fritz again, no matter how much he competes. And he still is living up to a very impressive standard of conditioning. Roman should be commended for being such a bodybuilding warrior and for showing up in shape every single show. So I just wanted to say congratulations to Roman, especially on taking home 4th place. Now, another standout going into this show, I thought was going to be Leandro Perez. I thought he was going to do better than he did here. I heard he flew in only like 2 days before the show, and really, that's always a mistake. The body is going to hold water, you're just not going to be as dialed in as you could be. So, I did think he could have been a bit sharper in this lineup. Now, Alfred Chiriac though, Alfred Chiriac, honestly, he was an absolute standout to me in this lineup, and I'm actually surprised that they kept him to the outside of the top 6 when they did that first call-out. And I was especially surprised when he was called in 5th place. He had the size, he had the conditioning, and the fact that he was outside of the top 4 at prejudging, I thought was very, very surprising. I think he was definitely overlooked in this lineup. I know his coach, Patrick Torr, was especially, well, disappointed with the decision, we'll say. Ian Valliere expressed his opinion on the presumed placings after prejudging as well. And look, I had Vlad taking home 2nd place in this lineup going into the show. Did he deserve 2nd place? I mean, he at least deserved to be compared next to Nathan DeAsha. That's for damn sure. So, do I think Vlad was overlooked in this lineup? I do. But he does have a bright future in bodybuilding, and for now, congratulations to Vlad Alfred Chiriac on finishing in the top 5. Now, as for Tim Budesheim taking 3rd and Theo Laguerrier taking 2nd, well, for the 2nd weekend in a row, I have to say that I disagree with the judge's decision to place Roman behind either of these guys. Not to say that they didn't show up in shape. I think that both of them showed up in fantastic shape. Like I said, Theo definitely improved on conditioning. But when it comes to Roman having at least arguably comparable conditioning, because we can only tell so much from pictures and videos, I think he did have the superior overall package, especially like we saw last weekend from the back. Roman destroyed both of these guys from the back. I can't understand this decision. But clearly, there must be something that I'm missing. Because, like I said, this is now the 2nd weekend in a row that this has happened. Theo finishing ahead of Tim, I do think was proper. Theo definitely sharpened up from the Europa Pro. But Roman, I think, was still the superior physique in my opinion. Like I said, you guys, let me know in the comments below what I might be missing here, and let me know what your thoughts are on the placings in this show. Did you think that Vlad Chiriac was overlooked in this lineup? Did Roman Fritz deserve to finish ahead of Tim Budasheim and Theo Laguerriere? And do you think Nathan DeAsha will show up to the 2023 Olympia this year? Let me know below. Guys, there is only one more Olympia qualifier left in this season. The Legion Sports Fest is next weekend, so everybody stay tuned. Anyway, that's it for me in this video, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to EP09. Be sure to like and subscribe.